team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawgz, and we back to it. You know how we do it. I just reacted to the NBA player that Michael Jordan feared, which was Mitch Richmond, and even though I don't really feel like he feared him, I feel like it was only right that I do this video next. This is the NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan. So it's three verses of that. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like this video. If y'all like this video, go ahead and write something in the comments. Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot of players terrified of Michael Jordan because he was just so much faster, stronger, and better than everybody else. But I ain't gonna do too much talking. Let's just get straight into this one. We got NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan. Let's get it.
Hey man, it's your boy YG, aka Ngala, and we know that Michael Jordan was so good that he put fear in his opponents. And you've probably seen so many videos of crazy trash talking stories about Michael Jordan. But I always wonder, what was the first moment that made NBA legends fear him? Or what key factors made him so fearful? So I decided to make a video of NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan. So let's get straight into the video, man.
Yeah, I mean, he just had this charisma on top of all the gifts and skills and mentally, you know, how great he is. I mean, playing against him, the one thing that I think that he was unlike any other player I've ever played against is that there was a real fear playing against him. Like people, I've never seen like the league be kind of fearful of a player or have that much reverence for a player. No matter who you know has come since then, you know, that was a different feeling when you're playing.
So yeah, do y'all think that the trash talking that Jordan used to do has something to do with this? Because just because someone is better than you doesn't mean you should be automatically afraid of them. But yeah, they said that Jordan had people really terrified. They were saying that some people, as soon as they walked on that court, you know, all they had to do was look at Jordan and they pretty much already lost the game. So I think a lot of it has to do with him like trash talking and, you know, just the confidence and the aura that he used to, you know, put out there on people. I think it's got lots to do with why they was terrified of him.
Because you just knew, you know, like there was such a seriousness and competitiveness and fire in him, and you know there was a fear with how that was going to manifest itself potentially on any given night. So he was. I mean, where do you want to start and where do you want to finish with him? He was everything.
Look at that thing.
Like, I think a perfect example is shout out to KD and shout out to LeBron. Those are, you know, two of the best players I've ever seen, you know, in my lifetime. But I don't think there's players that fear them. Like, they don't really have that persona that I want to kill everybody that I see on the court. And don't get me wrong, it's people like Patrick Beverley. Y'all remember the interview he had where he was talking highly of KD about how great he was. And it's been people that's, you know, a lot of people that's said LeBron was the greatest or KD was the greatest, but I still don't think people fear them. Like, it's a difference. It's a difference between giving people their credit and fearing them. Like, that's a whole nother thing.
Back to 1993, his first trip to Chicago, and
that's a charge. Oh, that's barbecue chicken.
29 and 24.
Oh, that's a big
for
number.
Shaq, 64 for MJ.
64.
64.
What?
Like combined with rebounds, points.
64 points. And you know what? Since the statute of limitations is
And Orlando won the game in overtime.
What? Since the statute of limitations up, I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You was scared of MJ?
Yeah.
You gave
For
him
how
credit?
long?
For how long? Right when you took the floor?
No, the whole game. Which one, he's the greatest player. Two, I was worried about him dunking on me and have to go back and, you know, face the fellas. And then three, he was just so hot. I was like, man, this dude, like, the stuff that I saw when I was in college on TV, it's like really real. I was careful. I mean, but, you know, when I got the ball and saw those bums they had playing me, you know,
I knew you was that.
Bums.
Say NBA
Come on, brother. Bums, you know what I say. But anyway, like, just watching them out there, I was terrified.
Experience was totally different than these.
Yeah, like Shaq, like, bro, I was literally, and it's Shaq. Like, these are not just legends. Like, these are Hall of Fame superstars. Like, these are I mean, I guess legends is kind of sound better than what I just said, but yeah, these are real legends. Legends, like, and Shaq is sitting here, like, in the calm of the day, talking about statute of limitations, like I was terrified of Michael Jordan. And I also think it's kind of funny how he threw that in there. He's like, but once I seen who was guarding me, these bums that was guarding me, I still gave them buckets. But yeah, he was terrified of Jordan.
These guys, because I was a late second round pick.
This is his teammate
I didn't know
right
if
here.
I was going to make the league. I was on a non-guaranteed contract, and I'll never forget one of my first exhibition games. We played the Bulls, and I was just trying to make the roster. And Michael Jordan gets the ball right in front of our bench, and I'm already scared to death. Like, God, I hope I don't get into this game. I'm not ready for this stuff. And he holds the ball out. He holds the ball out, and he looks right at me, and I'm on the bench, just kind of like. He holds the ball out, and he goes, "Watch this." And he turns, he went right around Dan Marley, bam, dunks it, looks back at our bench, and just starts laughing. And I'm looking like, there's no way in hell I could ever make this.
Now I really don't want to.
I thought he looked at you and said, 10 years from now, I'm going to throw this.
Yeah.
9, and he had the fifth passing lane. What I mean by the fifth passing lane, I mean, we was just all scared of Jordan. So, I mean, that
Isaiah.
when you show me against him, yeah, I get a little hot. But I couldn't stop Jordan. I mean, I'm looking at the highlights of Jordan, and, every single time we double team Jordan down court, but he still averaged, his regular season average against the Pistons was 37.5.
That's a lot of points.
And then some nights he would get hot, Q.
But Mike is a whole different thing. So I had to guard them both, and it's not even like Mike. Let me go to sleep tonight, chill. Let me rest the next day. Let me stay
Gotta
focused.
be 1000%
eat the right
prepared.
things. Yeah. Kobe, not saying that you had to switch it up, but I didn't have that fear.
Yeah.
Mike would have, you better bring your game.
You and Mike in his prime.
Oh yeah, Mike in his prime. We went at him toe to toe, head to head.
I know, yeah, of course.
Mike was like, man, you never back down. Strong.
Yeah.
Pops, I love you.
Yeah.
God, he put me in his all-star games. Him and Mike love me, as far as where I used to come. But Mike is the best player in the world ever.
The way he talking, and I'm not saying that he's lying or anything, because I would assume he's telling the truth, but it kind of reminds me of Mitch Richmond. They were saying Mitch Richmond was the same way. Jordan respected him highly. Like, him and Jordan had battles. So let me know, is that a good comparison, or was Mitch Richmond a lot better than Isaiah Ryder? Because that's Isaiah Ryder right there, but I don't really feel like I hear as much about Isaiah Ryder. But hey, he's saying that Jordan respected him like, and Jordan wasn't respecting too many people. Jordan was an asshole. Jordan had that, if I don't really, respect your game, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let your teammates know. I'm gonna let your coach know. But Isaiah said that he wasn't doing that with him. He showed him the respect. So would y'all say that Isaiah Ryder and Mitch Richmond was kind of comparable, or no?
Or LeBron, Kobe, nobody could fade that.
Yeah.
Nobody.
In Orlando first, and I'm blocking his shot. Like, I'm locking him up. Like,
Whoa.
I'm doing my thing again. I blocked his shot like 3 or 4 times.
Oh.
Like, I'm having my way against him defensively. Now, granted, he's 40 years old, but I'm feeling good about myself. So, fast forward a month later, we're in D.C. My ankle, we go to a doctor in Baltimore, and basically he tells me I'm done. Like, my ankle's, once again, it's not healed, it's broken, I have to have surgery. But I wanted to play against Jordan one last time. And so we're playing the Wizards. It's a TNT game.
Wait,
Thursday
don't you
night.
want to go out where you dominate him and you're blocking his
I'm
shots?
just thinking, my ego. Like, I'm thinking, I had him the last game.
Yeah.
I don't need this little ankle. Just give me some.
I only need
Motrin.
one ankle.
Give me a bunch of Motrin. I'm
Okay.
gonna go out here. And when I tell you, he torched me in that first quarter. Like, literally, he gave me 20 points in the first quarter on the same play. Like, he just ran the same play every time and did this, and I could not guard him. And so, literally, I checked out of the game at the end of the first quarter, and I didn't even go to the bed. I just walked back to the locker room. Like, I was done. Like, literally had surgery like a couple days later. But it was like, I wanted to guard Jordan one last time. And you're right, I shouldn't have. I should have just let that go.
should've
He
just
knew
let
you
that
were a
rock.
wounded
He
animal.
probably did, because he went.
Grant Hill should just let that last game be his best game. He tried to double down basically and lost everything.
At me every,
And he didn't
the
care.
same move. Like, he didn't do anything different. It was the same move, and I had nothing for him.
Jordan probably had your x-rays in the locker room.
probably
He
did.
probably knew exactly.
I'm surprised he didn't send somebody for me to come back out.
People were afraid of him. We were his teammates and we were afraid of him. And there was just fear.
That's not what I do it to you. I didn't do it to you.
Ignore this guy. He's got super. He's overplayed.
The fear factor of MJ was so thick.
Yeah, let's not get it wrong. He was a jerk. He crossed the line numerous times. But as time goes on and you think back about what he was actually trying to accomplish, you're like, yeah, he was a hell of a teammate.
He was pushing us all to be better.
So I asked this question before in one of my prior videos, but it's probably some people watching this video that's never seen any of mine, so you didn't see the question. And if you is watching, shout out to you. What's good? What's popping? Go ahead and subscribe and do all that good stuff. But yeah, my question to y'all is, what type of leader do you think you personally would rather have? Would you rather have that Jordan leader who is gonna be on your ass, like you basically got a player's coach on the practice court with you. Like if he see you not going hard as a player, he gonna be yelling at you like, come on, let's go, like pick it up, like do this, do that. Like, would you rather that leader on your team, or would you rather like a LeBron James leader where he not gonna really push you too much? Like he gonna just lead by example, do what he supposed to do, and if he feel like you're not capable of doing what you need to be doing, he gonna trade you or gonna get you traded, but he's not gonna do the Jordan approach. And I feel like it's two either ways to win. You can win either way. Like there's not one way to winning, but everybody's different though. So let me know which way you think you would rather be coached.
Because he wanted to win. When I was a rookie, my very first game playing against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. And we had a guy named Greg Minor guarding him. And, it was a little dust up. Greg's playing hard. He's playing, of course, you got to play as hard as you can as MJ. Right. It's opening night. My mom at home watching, the kids is watching, everybody watching. So they got in a little scuffle. MJ's going to the free throw line. And he looks at Greg and he says, I should make you take my shoes off.
Oh.
I looked down, I didn't even realize it. I looked down and he got the Jordans on.
Oh my God. Yo. That's like an unwritten law. Like, I mean, you can wear them throughout the season. You can wear them out in the street. But when you're playing against the dude, you can't be wearing his shoes, man. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Jordan, Kobe, Kyrie, KD, LeBron, Giannis. No matter who you are, bro. Like, you can't be wearing the man's shoes. But
I said, oh, man, this is my first game ever. I said, this is what I got to look forward to.
You learned a valuable lesson, though, right?
Well, obviously, I didn't say much to MJ the rest of the night.
That's
right. I didn't want to be
the rest of your career.
So that was my welcome to the league
Trash
moment,
talking.
even though it wasn't to me.
Involving
Thank goodness.
you.
We lost game 1 because we were so nervous. But in game 2, I played as well as I could play. And Michael just outplayed me. That was probably the first time in my life that I felt like there was a better basketball player in the world than me, to be honest with you.
We were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's 3rd or 4th year in.
Okay.
And we were playing the next exhibition game in some obscure place. And most veterans do not like to play in exhibition games. They want to get to the real thing. I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan? The guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water, you're out here killing him, Reg. This has been the first half. It's like, you should be talking to him. It's like, you're right, Michael, who do you think you are? The great Michael Jordan? That's right, there's a new kid on town, right? Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2.
That's tough.
And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful. You never talk to Black Jesus like that.
For you to have the confidence to call yourself Black Jesus, like, that's crazy. Like, I used to say the same thing about LeBron, and I'm like, bro, the fact that he calls himself King James, like, that's a pretty big statement, just a big cloud to put on yourself. But this man was calling himself Black Jesus. Like, it don't get no higher than that. Like, Jordan is the GOAT, man.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Black Jesus. So we got Chicago Bulls coming in town, and unfortunately, I got a sprained ankle. You know, and so...
Did you say fortunately?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. I enjoy guarding Mike because he was, you know, the one thing I did with Mike is I never got him pissed off. You know, he make a shot, you say, good shot, Mike. You know, you don't talk trash to him so he can go off for 60. You know, you try to kill him with kindness. You don't try to talk trash to him. So they're getting off the bus. We're done with shoot around and we're walking out and MJ says, B. Scott, what's going on? I said, what's up, MJ? He said, man, I hear that you're not playing tonight. No, I sprained my ankle. He said, who's guarding me? I said, Anthony Peeler. He said, oh, 50. So I told Anthony Peeler, listen, MJ, he's probably going to go for about 50 tonight. So just, don't piss him off. You know, just be cool. He ended up with 54.
He was everything.
I actually told this story to Chris Middleton. My rookie year, I'm guarding him. And I can just, you know, my heart's about to come out of my chest, and I'm just praying that he just shoots a fadeaway jump shot. But he decided to go baseline, and when he went to jump, all I could think about, this cannot be a highlight. And he just did like a little reverse layup. And as he came down and started running back, he just looked back and winked at me. And
I spared you, bro. I spared you, Jason.
Oh man, this could be a long night.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and tell me what is your favorite Michael Jordan moment. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the YG gang. And I'm out.
That's a good question. Yeah, go ahead in the comments right now and let me know what your favorite Michael Jordan moment is. There's so many out there. Like, I think if everybody really decided to answer this question, it would be so many different answers. Like, it might be 1,000-some comments with all different favorite Michael Jordan moments. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Make sure y'all like this video. If y'all like this video, go ahead and write something in the comments. But we on the way to 10K, man. So help me out. I appreciate it in advance. We out.